Welcome to the Drayway. I am so glad you're here. We got a big show. You're coming at the right time. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 100,000 and I can't do it without you. I need more subscribers, so hit the subscribe button. Welcome to the show. Let's get started. Let's go. Hey, welcome to the Drayway. There are some things we need to talk about. And first and foremost, let's talk about the U.S. government versus TikTok. And it's at the Supreme Court today. Yeah, I have no idea how it's gotten this far. I have no idea how the government thinks that they can just censor 170 million Americans because they seem to feel that it may be to protect us. They feel there could be a danger out there. Now grant you, they have provided zero, and when I say zero, I mean zero evidence that anything they say, well, this could possibly happen. Yeah, it's all this could happen. This could possibly happen, and yeah, that seems horrific. If you don't have evidence, if you don't have direct evidence of a problem, of an issue, if you can't supply and say, look what's happening here. This is dangerous for America, and this is why. If you can't supply that evidence, this country is founded on free speech. Literally. That's our most sacred freedom. And I have to be honest. I have to be 100% honest. And this is directly for the Supreme Court. If you can't protect us from the government, when the government overreaches like this is a clear overreach. This is a clear of we know better than you. No, you don't. This is a government by the people, for the people. And Supreme Court, if you can't defend our most basic right, our most basic, which is freedom of speech, the ability to communicate with each other on an open platform. If you can't protect that, you serve no purpose. So that's why, Supreme Court, you have to find in favor of TikTok. You have to. Because if you don't, you literally serve no purpose. There is no purpose to the Supreme Court. Because if you can't protect us, what are you protecting? What are you for? The government can then just have license to do whatever they want, whenever they want. And that makes us not free at all. How can we claim to have freedom when our speech can be turned down so quickly and so easily, like that? Hey, the Senate voted for it. The House voted for it. I don't care. It's not constitutional. You can't just take away our right for free speech. No. We should be able to open. Now, you say there's a hazard. You say there's a problem. Show me. You can't just talk about an issue. You just can't talk about a problem. Show me the problem. Show me what you're saying has any truth to it whatsoever. Because so far, I haven't seen any evidence from the government whatsoever. Nothing. Zip. Zero. So, Supreme Court, I hope you do the right thing. Because if you don't do the right thing, you guys just don't serve any purpose. We don't need you. And that's the truth. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you guys think? Do you feel the same way I do? I mean, I'm kind of surprised it's gotten this far. This should have been struck. They should have struck this down a long time ago. This is government overreach. This is the government censoring us. And yeah, I have a huge problem with that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Welcome to the Dre Way. I am glad you're here. We got a lot more to talk about, so stay right there. A lot more. Don't go anywhere. I wanted to talk about something that I typically don't talk about, but, you know, I go to the movies from time to time. Do you go to the movies? You know, I saw a movie that was so special, so good. I thought I've got to pass the word. I got to let people know that you're making a huge mistake. A huge mistake. If you don't go see the movie Wicked, and I know it, some of you are like, a musical. Oh, I don't want to see. If you don't see the movie Wicked at the movie theater, you are making a huge mistake. You are making a huge mistake because it's like watching, you know, back in the day in the 80s, watching Michael Jordan play basketball was just really special because you could see his talent was a little bit higher than everybody else. You could see that this is kind of like what he was born to do. And he just elevated the game, and he just the perfection at which he played the game, it was just different. It stood out. And if you haven't seen Cynthia Erivo yet, if you didn't see her in The Color Purple, if you haven't seen her perform, you have completely missed out like I did. Because I didn't really know who she was until Wicked. And when I say she is spectacular, it's not, spectacular isn't good enough. It's not a good enough word. And same with, not to disparage Ariana Grande at all, because Ariana Grande in this movie is equally spectacular. But to see the performance given and the specialness of the performance is just, it's almost life-changing to see that amount of talent displayed. You just don't see it very often. You just don't. And for some of you who have seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you that haven't seen her, that haven't seen this movie, you need to go see it. And I wanted to put it, you know, of all places, I wanted to put it on this show because I want to get more people to see this special woman. And it is very rare that you see this amount of talent placed in one person's, upon one person. But it's not just her aura. I mean, it's everything about her. It's literally everything about her. And yeah, it was really, really special to watch. And I want you to have the same experience. So I want you to go see Wicked and see if it doesn't absolutely amaze you. Because there are several times during the movie that you just look at the screen and your eyes can't believe what it's seeing. And your ears can't believe what it's hearing. And when it all comes together, it's just a completely out of this world experience. So I know I don't normally talk about stuff like this, but I mean, when you have something touch you in your heart, and if this young talent, if this young woman doesn't touch your heart, Cynthia is just simply spectacular in the role and in the movie. And I hope you check it out. But don't go anywhere. We got one final thing to talk about because the news just came over the wire and I want to give it to you first. Stay right there. Well, it is as I'm filming this right now, it's breaking news. Donald Trump has been sentenced, and Donald Trump is now and forever a 34-time convicted felon. So yeah, the sentence has just been, I didn't get a chance to read the sentence. Of course, he's not going to jail. Yeah, that's not part of the sentence. But he has been sentenced. I couldn't read exactly the tagline of what it said, but that just means it's finally over with. And Donald Trump has been sentenced. Now the case is over with, and Donald Trump walks away with 34 felonies. 34 felonies to add to all his other things, to add to his bankrupting business after business after business, doing a faulty school that was a sham where he had to pay restitution. Same thing with doing a charity that he was stealing money from his own charity that he had to. I don't even think he's allowed to do a charity in New York again. So it's just one thing after another, after another, after another with this guy. And now, in 10 days, he's going to be walking into the White House. And the dramatic changes that we're about to see in the next 10 days, because the whole tariff thing, that's happening. He's made it very clear those tariffs are taking place immediately. And with the policies that he's talking about, we are looking at almost an immediate recession. We are looking at being in trouble from the economy being in trouble almost from the get-go because of this man's policies. What is that going to mean? It's going to mean, what did it mean last time? I mean, does everybody just, and I want to know in the comments, do you all just forget 2020? Has everybody just forgotten what 2020 was like? And millions of people without jobs and uncertainty in the country and restaurants closed and businesses closed. Does everybody just simply forget what that was like? Because I don't. I don't forget what that was like. And now he's walking back in the White House, and his agenda is to explode the deficit again, because they were talking to Elon Musk yesterday, and Elon Musk is like, yeah, cutting $2 trillion, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. That was probably, I was just kind of spitballing. Yeah, you're not cutting anything. You're going to try to cut things that you shouldn't be cutting. I'm sure you're going to try to mess around with Medicare or Social Security. Yeah, Social Security, which has nothing to do with the deficit. It has nothing to do with it. But that won't stop you Republicans from trying to do damage to it for some ungodly reason. Why you just won't leave seniors alone, I don't understand it. And how any senior can vote for a Republican, I don't get it. But here we are, 10 days away from the United States changing so fundamentally, and we're bringing back the failure that was just, we just saw this. We just saw this 4 years ago, and now we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back, and somehow we're expecting a different outcome. He's already said, oh, lowering prices is hard. Oh, cutting $2 trillion? Yeah, can't do that. I want to know in the comments, what did you vote for? If you voted for Trump, tell me what you voted for. What is it you think? What did you think he was going to do? Because he's not doing any of it. None of it. His main focus over the next year or two is just to get a tax bill rammed through. And the minute that tax bill goes through, our deficit is going to soar again. And they are only raising the debt ceiling because they want to give tax breaks to rich people. That's it. And it's only going to put us further in debt. So, welcome to more inflation. And if you haven't bought your gold and silver yet, you probably should be stacking up and buying as much gold and silver as possible. Because with what Donald Trump is about to be, what he's about to do to this economy, you're going to wish you had gold and silver. Anyway, we'll talk about that a lot more at a later date. Don't forget, our wonderful sponsor, Ulu RX. Please check out Ulu RX. Check out the link. And if you care about your skin, if you care about your health, and let me tell you something, I care about mine. I especially care about my face. And Ulu RX has helped with that. Please check them out. Go to the website. Go to the link at the end of this video. And once again, thanks for stopping by the Dre Way. I'm glad you're here. Don't forget, there's a new Dre Way every single day. And I'll see you on the backside. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later.